Yo, Counter Attack Podcast for myself, Daps. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff. By the time this comes out, actually, it's going to be the weekend before. Oh, it's the week of the football. Premier League kicks off next week, right? Yeah. So this is our Premier League opening, I don't know, whatever, build up, preview. Entree, there you go, entree. So yeah, you're here with me, Daps. Like I said, check it out on the socials. You guys have been good. The last time I did a pod with my esteemed friend and co-host here, a couple clips had to just blow up. So we're here with the one and only Scorcher. Scorch.
What's happening?
What's happening,
man?
Flip the headphone.
Why?
Because the wire's going to go across you. I know it says thing, but just flip it to the other side, because then, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm listening to Dapo because he's the professional.
Remember last time I told you you got like the cadence, whatever that meant. I didn't know what that meant, but yeah, man, guys, it's been a good summer off, you know.
It's a bit chilly, man.
You're heating.
It's a bit chilly, man. It's when you ain't got enough signings, man.
When you ain't got enough signings. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna have a quick one. You know, there's a couple of things I want to mention, but other than that, we're just gonna have a quick, brief look at, you know, how the Premier League's looking, or how certain teams are looking going into the new season. I'm gonna just find my phone somewhere I put it. My phone over there. That's just somewhere around. But yeah, Scorch, man, what's been going on?
Chelsea. What's been? You see, whatever the question is, the answer is Chelsea. Like if you're talking about transfers, the answer is Chelsea. In or out, the answer is Chelsea. Scandals, Chelsea. Issues, Chelsea. Like just whatever. Chelsea, bro.
Everything's a Chelsea. We're gonna get to Chelsea, but you know, just some quick admin, guys. Just make sure, you know, like the clip that we put up of Declan Rice and Ray Parlour, it went. Do you still see that now? People are still commenting.
When I go on that app, yeah,
people are still commenting. Yeah. So guys, man, just make sure you follow us on the socials. Make sure you get in the comments. Go on.
Oi, similarly, yeah. Listen to this. Months ago, last year, bro, when we was talking about Pepe, I don't recall anybody talking about Pepe.
And
bro, I've heard all this Pepe talk. Pepe's so great now.
Yeah, but that's,
oh my God, Pepe's like, he's one of the GOATs now.
It's you.
Like,
I really wonder what you're gonna come up with today.
I'm just saying though, like, it's mad. Like, it's mad how like a tournament or whatever can just flip people's entire perception. He played against Arsenal this season, and people couldn't see it.
And was one of the better players.
He was cold. He was on the top 3 players on the pitch.
That's it. So yeah, guys, man, just make sure you guys just get involved with the conversation. You know,
that's what we want, innit? It's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
It's a convo.
We're not here to be like we know best and whatever. It's a conversation,
bro. I want to. You see, when I say Pepe's better than Ruben Diaz, tell me why he's not.
That's it. But I do want to clear something up here.
Go on.
The argument was never about Ray Parlour being a better football player than Declan Rice.
No.
But where Scorch is so good at framing a conversation or a debate is that he had everyone onto me like, I don't know what's going on. Of course Ray Parlour is flipping better player than Declan Rice. But the actual point that was being made is that Declan Rice for 105 mil, the price tag has basically killed him. It's killed him.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm not going to go into it again because
no.
you know what I mean. There's no need. We came to an understanding of camera that Declan Rice is world class. So we definitely did not. We didn't. But yeah, listen. Right, we're gonna go into a couple things. There's a question someone raised to me, which I literally just had a brief conversation with you off air.
I got a question as well for you.
And it said, I have a question for you. With the current trend of players getting paid a lot at a young age, even high profile at a young age socially, who is the last player to actually improve from a promising youngster to a proper top player at a prime age of 26, 27? as I can't think of one. The demand to perform, the demand to perform now might not sustain a playing career in the way it organically should. Take Yamal. He is 17 now. He could win everything going by 19. What would be next for him to play until he's 33? You know what I'm saying? And that's a good question.
Do you know why that's a good question? Because already, look at what's going on with Julian Alvarez. Like, people are questioning him. But he's done, it's the complete, England complete.
He's done everything.
Football complete. So now, we're side quest. Let me go and try and win something with not the best team in a side quest.
But the thing is, as well, even with him, he wasn't someone that at a young age people were talking about like the next best.
No, not the next best thing. But his name started to ring.
Yeah, no, it might have. But even now, as much as he is a good player, I like him a lot. I want him at Arsenal, and we said on the last
win the league.
Yeah, I wanted him, but I think even with him, he's kind of stayed there.
He's come in there though.
Yeah, no, Joe, do you get what I'm saying? I think he came a bit low, and then once he got to there, he kind of just stayed there.
He's also got Guardiola just holding the back of his.
But this is what I'm trying to say. What you want to see, and what we saw way back in the day, players were coming into the team, but they weren't like just boom in there playing 38 games a season. They were, put in the team, taken out. They were actually developed. Whereas right now, they're coming in. Right now, players are coming in at 18, 16 that we're seeing in certain things and saying, boom, you have to perform. This is your level. That, they're not able to be developed properly.
I've got one.
Hold on. They're not able.
Oh, I've got one.
They're not able to develop their game properly. So by the time they get to that 23, 24, you're seeing the same, things that they should have learned. They haven't got it.
Yeah.
So then now when everyone's kind of caught up and kind of clocked their game.
Now when the hype's eased off.
Yeah. Like, now, are you still clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that the hype has eased off and everything, you see that they kind of just even out and they can't really go into the next level because the foundations weren't given to them to do so. But yeah, go on. What?
Come on.
What? One that did actually.
Come on. Today as well.
Go on.
Vinny Jr.
Vinny Jr. Yes. He is one.
He for me is probably and it's going that way. Don't matter how man feel, it's going that way. Because I remember when he's first coming, he coming under Zidane, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it weren't making sense. But the only reason it weren't making sense is because remember his thing got fast tracked because Hazard wasn't ready. So he got thrown out there. Do you know what I mean? And he's just steadily gone and it's just there now. And he's now ready to get into the Ballon d'Or argument. So for me, I'd probably say Vinny. But stepping away from that, maybe Neymar's probably the biggest one. But that seems like ages ago.
You see what I'm saying? Neymar's 30 something.
Yeah, that's ages ago. So probably Vinny's probably of recent time or right now. Vinny's. I don't feel comfortable saying Foden.
No, I don't. And the reason why I'm not going to say Foden again is because he's coming with the hype of a special kid, a wonder kid. Let's just say.
Yeah.
I haven't seen wonder kid. Results, number one. Number two is that I haven't. His peak is supposed to be 27, 28. That's historically between the ages of 28 and 31. That's when you reach your peak.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying this and why I want to talk about that is because I think them days are gone. I think the days of players peaking at them ages and getting better as they go older, it's I think they're gone.
It's gone now.
Yeah. That's why now the last of the generation who played that way, where they got better, where they're seen as untouchable. So you talk about Toni Kroos, talk about Modric. When you look at the people who in their they just get better, that's not gonna happen.
The wine joint.
Now players are overhyped. Okay, so look, even me, I'm a big Bellingham fan. If Bellingham, if they allow Bellingham to do what
He's
he likes,
one injury away, you know.
no, but listen, if they allow Bellingham to just keep doing what he likes and don't actually like coach him and develop him in the way that a young player
He's gonna have a problem.
He's gonna.
He knows
gonna get to
football,
the point-
though.
No, he knows football. But he's gonna get to the point where you're like, brother, you know, are you gonna be able to sustain this? Because this level is good now, but you still need to.
Yeah, there's still more. Yeah.
There's still more, but if you're not given the tools to do more, just like
To evolve.
A great example, Dele Alli. Dele Alli is
Mark 1.
is a great example of that. And I was saying to Dele Alli, I was saying about Dele Alli that when he first came in and he was banging his goals and whatever, I said, that's all good. But if you don't give him the tools needed to be able to impact a game when he's not scoring, he's just gonna.
I remember my brethren said to me in the middle of his pomp, we might have seen the best of Dele Alli. But do you know what's crazy? I've always seen it though. Like, them man they are existing in the magic space. And that's not a sustainable thing unless you're a magician.
Yeah.
So unless like, it's different when you're doing magic and your fundamentals are where they need to be.
Exactly.
Kaka, Dino, I'm just saying, I've said Brazilians because their thing is very, but when your fundamentals aren't, it's pato.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like this.
Yeah.
You get me? And I always saw that with Delhi. So I feel like one thing I think now is that probably the kids are coming in with better fundamentals. But then
I don't think so.
Like, no, I mean from a sorry. I mean from a technical, tactical perspective. But in terms of the game, maybe not.
Yeah, because
In terms of making, like, if you saw an 18-year-old in prior time make it to the pitch, try know he's got the intangibles to be here.
Yeah.
Like Wazza is on the pitch because he's supposed to be on the pitch.
Do you know what's so crazy?
Seski's supposed to be on the
Do
pitch.
you know what's so crazy? Wayne Rooney, he got bought as how old was he? 18.
Yeah.
He got bought as an 18-year-old, yeah.
But he was ready at 16.
He was ready at 16, but he was still taken out.
Yeah.
Put back in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He still had to learn the game. But I think right now it's so difficult because right now we don't remember Wayne Rooney's off games as an 18-year-old where he's having to be subbed off after 60 minutes.
True.
Like, we don't remember that.
Also, maybe football weren't on as much.
No, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Because of social media, because of how much football gets shown, we remember all these things. These players have to perform. Like, they're not allowed bad games. But I find it crazy when people talk about, you know, like a great example, Martinelli right now had an off season last year.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, bro. When you're young, you're going to have off seasons. It's always been the case. That's never going to change. But now, players aren't allowed to have that. So whenever their form does this now, it's automatically like, he's
not that good.
He's not that good. He's finished, bro. Saka started the season.
Man
slow.
said Martinelli's finished.
Oh yeah, something. I saw. Listen to this tweet. And this is my boy saying this.
Finished it strong, you know.
This is my boy saying this today. Martinelli is on very thin ice with me this season. I need him to fulfill the potential he has. If not, door. And I said to him, positive vibe, clean slate, please. My guy Martinelli will be back this season.
No, what? Nah. Here is one thing though. We need to be careful that we don't go too far the other way, because I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not Arsenal are playing for Martinelli. No. You need to give us something to make us invest in you. That's a, you know, and one season ain't enough, being honest. But you look at his body of work and you look at his ceiling and you say, yeah, all right, cool. We go again. And maybe we give him till January if it's not. A little bit of comp maybe. Now whether we loan whatever, if he don't do it this season, then you say, all right, cool, we might have to adjust your role. That doesn't mean you can't get back in though. Like, that's how, in my opinion, that's where it should be. Like, especially with a player like Martinelli. Like, I feel like even like ESR, he had a go, got injured. It's unfortunate for him that the team elevated in his time away. But he still had time to kind of maybe, let's have a look. And you know what? It's not that, so we're going to move you. But you got to kind of give man the time to kind of see. Like, this thing where, man, like, you can't just write off Martinelli because he didn't compete with Saka last season. Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
But it's funny because I was saying as well, Saka started the season slow last year.
Yeah, he looked a bit tired.
And people were talking about him. Like, Saka. And I'm just like, yo, can we just allow players to just be off form sometimes? I know we don't like it, especially if it's a team that we're supporting. But yo, can we just stop this whole, if a young player is going through that part of his dip? Because I always say, whenever players are hyping up players, like, see Bellingham, there's going to be a time where Bellingham is like...
No, I've already seen, there was a period of last season, but because people don't watch, the same way there was a period when it weren't making sense. Yeah, it was the Vinny and... Listen, for a considerable period of time, Vinny and Rodrigo said, yo, don't worry, we got this. We know this bit here. Like, Bayern Munich, where are you? This is the Vinny and Rodrigo show.
No, I hear it. And
like, when we're getting to that, you see when we're getting into the, this is Real Madrid halabag, yeah? It turned into the Vinny and Rodrigo show, but people don't, they just... player of this, you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, I remember when I had Bradley Wright Phillips on.
What? See that left foot?
Bradley's my guy.
Do you know what Mjolnir is?
Who?
Mjolnir.
No, what's that?
Thor's hammer. that's
Bro, when I had him on the pod, he was saying that he doesn't think he had a very, very good career. Maybe not in England, but in America, definitely.
Who?
Bradley Wright Phillips.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said, my brain said Bradley Johnson. Sorry, not Bradley Wright.
When you said left foot, I was like, okay, let me just
let me save him.
Maybe you know something I don't know.
No.
But yeah, no. So Wright Phillips, he was saying that if he was coming up now, his career would never have been. They would have rubbed him out from early, because the years where
his formative years.
Yeah. The years where you're learning your game, you're developing, you have to go to Plymouth.
Man ain't got time for that.
They don't have time for that,
bro.
They don't have time for that.
Bro, it's peak. Man are going on, like, I've started to realise, or not realise, I've started to see, like, man need to kind of get these, like, it's not even a go learn your trade loan anymore. Like, man need to kind of, man are saying, you went on loan and you didn't, like, like Dane Scarlett at Tottenham, for instance. He's gone on loan, he's had a couple of loans.
How's he doing now? Is he?
We're going to see what
like
Postecoglou
this season.
I don't think with the first team, no. I think he'll either go out on loan. He might do, I don't know. But Will Lancashire is knocking on the door now. There's another person knocking on the door. But my point is, though, is that, like, instead of man looking at it and saying, he went out on loan and learned a bit of his trade in League One and then in the Championship or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, man, I say, like, he didn't force his way into the team. Like, bro, he's like, part of the loan is to get the experience of fighting to play and the realities of losing 3 points. And
do you know what it is now? And we might have come away from the question a bit, but like now, it's like, if you're not, as a youngster, if you're not in the team playing first team and running teams by the time you're like 19 or 20, they almost look at you like you're not going to have a good career. Yeah. When that was never the case. Like you said, people used to do loan after loan after loan after
Harry
loan.
Kane.
Harry Kane, Defoe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, do you know who's a prime example of what you're talking about right now in this moment? People struggling to see Solanke as a decent signing for Tottenham.
Harry Kane.
No, because listen, look, they say, he flopped at Chelsea and he flopped at Liverpool.
You know, I always forget he was at Liverpool.
Like, bro, if you you need to you take a step away, and just think, bro, that you see this thing that's happening here with Solanke. You've seen this countless times.
Yeah.
Like, man are forgetting. You see all these strikers that you rate. They were somewhere, and more often than not, they weren't really doing their thing before.
Bro, Ollie Watkins. Ollie is, we're talking about England striker. People are linking him with all these big moves and everything. When he was at Oxford, Exeter, Brentford,
Bro.
like, do you know what I'm saying? People weren't, but that's where he had to go to learn
his trade,
the fundamentals that you was talking about, to then get to this point. But the thing is, right now, it's like they want players to have all of the fundamentals and everything by a young age. And if they even show that they have a glimpse of that, they expect that player to just all of a sudden have to bypass the earning.
But it goes both ways though, because on the other hand, when man do show a bit, they're £100 million footballer.
See, this is the thing.
Because listen to this: in the space of 12 months, Evan Ferguson has gone from nobody, some Irish person, an Irish person,
Up there.
£100 million footballer. Now man are considering bidding 50 million. Like, where's the reality? Because all these things he can't be some air guy from Drogheda United. I'm just made up a team in Ireland. He can't be some air guy that no one cares about, £100 million footballer, or 50, like, all three can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's almost like we put potential on the same level as actually doing it right now.
That's the bit where I sign out. So for instance, see Solanke, I'm not, as a Tottenham fan, I'm not deluded. That's a fair bit of money. However, he's, in my opinion,
I think that's good business.
No, let me be crystal clear. I'm with Dom Solanke to Tottenham. I'm buzzing. Yeah. However, in terms of like, probably if you spoke to the average person, people will probably value him in and around 40 M's, 45, something like that. So like, you're getting knocked maybe in terms of what's been proven, maybe like 15 M's to it. But in my opinion, like, I would pay the premium for Bournemouth's best player. He's English, a homegrown quota, and he's got the ceiling to kick on a bit. Cool, that I kind of can see that. But if you take a step back now, people like, if he had maybe one more season, what's the number? The player's going to be the same. Yeah. But what's the number going to be? It's going to be 80 now. Yeah. Like, how do we?
Assuming that he has another season like he did.
Yeah, if he can replicate, you know, his form last season. But then the same play, like, how does it work?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's almost like now you've got to find players who are out of the hype, because it's the hype. Obviously, the hype drives the price up, but in terms of expectations and whatever, that is what kills a lot of these players. Because if, for example, you know, like when Aston Villa went and got Ollie Watkins from Brentford, there wasn't
no hype.
No. He's allowed to go under the radar, have a first season where you're settling in and whatever. The price ain't,
because I
ain't anything crazy.
I still remember, like, I know Ollie Watkins, everyone, but I remember Ollie Watkins without Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Tactically, I remember that guy.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah. I remember exactly what you're saying.
Okay, let's do bare running over there.
Yeah. And now he's just keeping it to.
Let's run.
Yeah. But you know, just to wrap up that bit there, I don't know if we're gonna see the days. No. Do you know what? I think we are gonna see the days where people peak at that age. But it's always. I don't think it's gonna be players who were, when they were younger, were those guys too.
Now football, that's done.
It's always going to be the player that's been allowed to actually develop their game under the radar, that we're going to, you know, that are going to get the praise. I think you're going to see players either get the praise when they're young or get the praise. We're not going to see guys who all throughout their career stayed at a certain level. I think them days are done. Because we're going to have guys that are like, have star quality, like Mbappe. If you look at Mbappe when he was 16, 17, what we're expecting to see at this point, we're not really seeing it. But he's still a star player.
He's still better than everyone.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's better than everyone.
He ain't kicked on like that. Yeah,
in terms of trajectory, in performance levels. But then, do you know where it is? That's because, like, we're seeing kids perform at levels, where there's other factors and aspects to their career that they haven't been exposed to and experienced yet, that they've still got to go through. Whereas you see before, wasn't really so much like that. Like you might have a man that he's built up his career here and there, and he's got a following here and he's got a following there, and like youths are getting thrown into the team before they're really even, they're not even linking girls like that yet.
I've got a great example of what I'm talking about. Thierry Henry.
Oh, yeah, flopped.
Thierry Henry, Monaco, Juventus, and at Juventus, it was not.
Flopped, bro. And let's have it right. I know people don't like to hear this, but he went to what was at the time the Premier League. Flopped. Not his fault. Played out of position, whatever you want to call it.
You're talking about Juventus.
Henry, yeah.
Yeah.
Serie A was what the Premier League is today, or
like
at least viewed to.
Yeah. So he didn't work for him,
Come to an easier league and move to us.
Yeah, and then
become
on.
the monster.
Yeah, and then pushed on. But those early years, people just magically forget about those. Yeah, just brush that. But you needed those things.
Do you know what?
Dennis Bergkamp's another one.
Oh yeah, I don't. Thierry Henry, I'm not much of a fan of that guy, but I respect him. I respect him.
Why are you not a fan of Thierry Henry?
No, because he put too much pain in my heart.
Okay.
Too much pain. There's certain. This is the list of man. Yeah, Thierry Henry is number 1. Pain in my heart. Number 2, Robin van Persie. Pain in my heart. And then number 3, Rosicky. Oh my god.
Hey, Rosicky. Do you remember one goal he scored from like
dribbling from the halfway
right
line?
No. The right of the box. They just banged it top. I need to get that goal for you. I need to get that goal for you. against Tottenham.
But he regular second half of the season.
Yeah. After
pain in my heart.
After whenever he served his band for the coke.
Hey.
But yeah, no. I have a couple of players. Rooney's one of mine. I cannot stand Rooney. Cannot stand him.
Cannot stand him because
of what he used to do to Arsenal.
Because he represents the other side. Yeah.
The season before we went unbeaten, he ended out where I think we'd gone a whole season unbeaten away. Because people forget that. The season before we went unbeaten, the season before we had...
Oh, you was trying it?
We didn't lose an away game
at
all. He ended that.
He's the kind of person that that's on his brain.
Yeah, and with that one to go for Everton.
Which? Oh, when he whacked it?
Yeah, he ended it there.
Oh, was that against Arsenal?
Against Arsenal.
Safe. He's been on.
Yeah.
Hey, he's been on you, man, from day one.
And then the unbeaten run, the 49-game unbeaten run, he got this penalty that was never a penalty where it tripped over Sol Campbell's leg, but Sol Campbell didn't touch him. And like stuff like that, I could not take it.
Who else is on your list?
With Van Nistelrooy.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't really...
Van Nistelrooy.
I don't really care about him,
And
hiding in England.
Drogba.
But Drogba's one's...
Drogba's one, yeah, he would just... Like,
you got to respect him, but from over there.
Like we'd get a new defender and no matter how good they played, we know if they're going to make it by when they come up to Drogba. Sonderos was the next best thing. Drogba ended him time and time again.
Like, he's going to make it known as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing it, like... It's not like off camera. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
This is the main what's happening.
Bro, yeah. And only because I can't hate on this guy, but Messi as well. Champions League, whenever we buck.
Nah, that's not really your argument, man.
Yeah,
it's not your argument.
I remember there was one where I thought, no, this game, I actually felt like we could do something. Bentner scored.
Okay.
And away at...
why does that ring a bell?
At Nou Camp. Bentner scored.
That rings a bell.
And then I was just like, wow, yes, we're going to do this. Van Persie got sent off. If you're talking about Bayern having the referees in their pockets, yeah.
Barca at the time.
Yeah. Did I say Bayern?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Barca, sorry. Van Persie was already on a yellow card.
I feel like I remember this.
Bro, he was already on a yellow card. And then, I think there was like offside. He's carried on playing because you can't hear anything.
Yes!
He's carried on playing.
And he got the second for... Yeah.
But
that weren't fair,
But certain man kick the ball away. They know what they're doing. This one, you can see he's actually playing.
He was locked in.
Yeah. And then he's like, wait, what? I can't hear you. No, they sent him off.
Yeah.
And then Messi
I remember that.
us after that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that one there, weren't too happy about. But yeah, let's quickly get into the season. Obviously, you're a Tottenham fan. What are your views or your
I think
thoughts
Arsenal's going to win the
into
league.
season? You know what? I think Arsenal are going to win the league too.
Let me just.
And I never ever say
You're doing this. You're doing this. Let's get to it.
I never ever say that. But
Let's do it.
I think, and do you know what? Just in case this bit gets clipped up,
Clip it, man.
and they look at me like, another Arsenal fan. I think Arsenal are going to win the league. The reason why I think Arsenal are going to win the league, number one, I just don't think City have 5 in them. That's just a mad one. Number two, I think we are finally at a place where we are just looking solid. We are like improving. We're making the correct signings.
That's the rattler.
We're making the correct signings. I think, obviously, there's still time to go. We still do need a striker, and we still do need maybe a centre midfielder. But we're making the.
Why would you need us? Never mind.
We're making the correct signings. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think the level that we've shown in not last season, season before, it got better last season. I think the only thing we were missing is that mentality part. And I think right now, another season under our belts, I just think that's just going to give us the added bit. Another year, because we had a young team. Another year, everyone's grown. They know what is expected of them. I think there is going to be a big mentality shift. And I also think that Man City cannot perform at that level again. And I'll tell you why.
Disagree, but...
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because last year, when they were locked in, second half of the season, when they do their nonsense, what they do, there was one thing that was a big contributor to that. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne played half a season and finished this with the second most assists. I don't think that's happening again. Plus, I think Kevin De Bruyne goes before the window. And if Kevin De Bruyne goes before the window,
I need to see match days 1 and 2. No, but if he's playing, then I'm more inclined to think, yeah, you know. But do you know what is for me more than anything? Just being honest with you, if I'm being flat honest, Arsenal, in my opinion, have been better than Manchester City for 2 seasons now. But the difference is what you said, XP. They ain't got the knaha. They ain't got the knaha. They ain't got the know-how. And you know what it is as well? Last season, like, there's a bit of telling lies. That's the truth. Like, if Arsenal, if it wasn't a case of, your life, like, there's a bit of last season, we spent £105 million on this thing, yeah? We need to get some kind of value out of this. Now, in doing that, you're wasting time. Like, this is valuable time you're wasting. Trying to, and maybe he needs to, like, whatever, cool. But we figured it out now. We figured out how to get use out of this, cool. We might need another person to cut, whatever, cool. But you're not going to have that issue this season. So for me, that was the main
do you know
thing.
what?
I don't think goals or striker. I don't think none of that.
And this is the thing. As much as I feel like we need a striker, I don't feel like that's going to be the thing that doesn't win us the league.
I think what supersedes needing a striker, is the team. Like,
I think honestly, sorry to cut you. I think it's just a mentality thing. You know, games like going to City and playing for that draw.
Bro, when I saw that,
I think that was a massive, like, if you can just change that mentality.
No, but I think that you can't help but notice, bro, if we try, do you get me? There's no way you come out of that game and don't think, bro, if we just, do you get me? Because that's the whole world, unless you're a weirdo and doing that thing where you watch football with your ears, you watched Arsenal sticking it on Man City again.
Yeah.
Key word here, again. These men are trying to, bro, all that, you see all the names and all that on the paper, it's out the window now. And guess what? Here's the other bit. Them man ain't scared of Haaland.
Yeah.
This is a problem. Big problem.
I think they're just not scared of City.
Even worse.
I think they know what City can do, but I think there was still that mental block like we are going. It's almost like they're like, okay, we're at this level now, but this is the team. This is the team to beat. If we could just match them, I feel like there's always a thing. If we could just match them, we're just as good as them.
Nah.
Whereas now I feel like it's at the point where it's just like, no, we need to actually just.
And you know what it is as well? I feel like, you see if Arsenal, I think, and this is what I think Arteta is probably wrestling with in his mind. The minute he steps away from the Pep Guardiola playbook, it either all falls down or he excels past him.
I think that's...
Because at the minute, he's doing he's got a duplicate here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the minute he says, "Raw, you know what?"
It's like the minute
Pep goes left, I'm gonna go right. You know?
The minute he introduces something, that's his own thinking. Do you know what I'm saying? So like right now, something like even like the set piece coach. Even like the set piece coach, he's brought in a set piece coach that has added however many goals. Do you get what I'm saying? Even today they played Lyon.
Set piece FC, my brethren was saying earlier, bare annoying. That you lot are bare good at it.
Got goals. Do you know what I'm saying? From set pieces.
That Gabriel boy loves a goal, you know.
That is my guy.
I just want you to know. Saliba, yes, but you see Gabriel.
Listen, you know what? If Gabriel, I'm saying this now.
And he's a bozo as well, you know.
If Gabriel has another season like he did last season, like the season before, can we actually just start talking about him with respect, please? And we are back. So, people watching this and listening to this, it's gonna sound like, right, what just happened there? But do you want to inform everyone what just happened?
Someone just stole my pizza from outside, man.
I shouldn't laugh, but
bro,
it just said it's been delivered.
Bro, I showed you the code.
Yeah. How's
that one happen there?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm
sorry. Not, bro. I'm never coming back here again, man.
Oh, damn. In fact, let's address that one, because I've had a couple people say to me, that you and Scorcher need to be doing more podcasts together. And I didn't know like Scorcher knew like football like this. Like
I don't.
It's like he probably doesn't. He probably doesn't. But Scorcher, I'd like to have you here more. Is that something we can like do?
Yeah, man. I think so, man.
It just feels right.
Yeah, man. It does, to be fair.
It does feel right. But what I will say though is that in order for Scorcher to remain here, I need you guys to keep up the energy of like the engagement, because I'm loving it. That's one thing I do notice, because I know what the engagement I'm gonna get when it's just me. I'm gonna get a bunch of people agreeing with me and everything. But when you're on there, I get them talking to me.
Bare buying.
Yeah, fam. I get them talking to me like, rah, what's going on?
Bare buying.
What's going on, man? But
do you know what as well? I can't lie, like I noticed like
put the mic down just a little bit.
I can't lie, like off of like the recent kind of stuff that we done. Like I've been seeing like some proper interesting like convo. Like, you know, normally you just expect it's like man cussing me saying because I'm wearing a hat I don't know about. Like, alright, cool. Two prats with a podcast.
I had to bite on that one.
Right, you get me? Yeah, but being honest though, separate of like, it's actually quite a lot of decent football. Like man getting there, like there's people defending, like the last thing we talked about was Rice, yeah? And like people making bare good points. Like there was one brother that was saying like he, irrespective of the price, because he doesn't choose the price. Like, we don't allow man enough time to adjust as footballers. Like, he's taking a step up and we're not allowing him to take the step.
Yeah. Well, you came for this money, and so give. And I understand that point too, though. For 100 mil, what's happening now?
Nah, these people are taking
what is it?
Nothing. I'll tell them this.
Okay, so like I understand that point. That if you're buying something for 100 mil, but if you come away from the price for real, like yes, he come from West Ham, so allow him the time to actually settle in. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember he did an interview right at the start of his Arsenal career where he was like, I've been here for 2 weeks and the amount of information that I'm having to take in is crazy.
See, for me, yeah, my problem is and was the very first thing I saw him doing was some interview with Yaya Toure talking about and comparing them as footballers, and I was like, this is a problem. This here is the problem. Declan Rice is I'm watching an interview and Declan Rice is talking to Yaya about his game or something, like, and I just feel like there's a problem. I know you understand the problem. There's a huge problem here. There's a massive problem, and we need less of that, and we need more of I'm adapting to the level and a bit more. It's not his fault. It's it's the enablers. We need a bit less of that and a bit more.
But I think
adding to his game.
A lot of that also comes from
like people need to stop.
I think if you speak to him off camera.
No, but he's on camera. He lives on camera now.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. I think it's very difficult to have in this day and age honest conversations. Like you don't get many
that's his
conversations.
Fault. That's his problem.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Because you see Bellingham, you don't have that problem.
No. But Bellingham's also like one of one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Which is it? Are you a guy or not a guy?
No, but shall I tell you who's very good at having those conversations as well? Who's just frank with it? One of your players.
Who?
Maddison.
Oh, he's the rubbishest, man.
Nah, Maddison is good with having those conversations.
No, I'll tell you what Maddison is. The boy who cried wolf. You see this guy, he's the lyrical genius. Maddison, he can tell you, he could sell water to a well. You see this guy, he knows all of the right things to say, all the right buttons to push. He's Mr. I love football. He's a fraud liar guy. He knows. You see, like even me, he's like, oh yeah, like he's saying, oh yeah, like he didn't necessarily have the best season the last season and da. But you wasn't saying that in a season. You were sulking when you was coming off the pitch after taking the absolute Michael Kors. You get me? So no, I don't want to hear about that guy. Because even when he's being honest, it's a zang. Do you know why he's being honest now?
Go on.
Because he's been rumbled. That's why. Do you know why he's being honest now? He's preloading, oh my days, what if I continue to play like this? And then they start to say things. Let me get ahead of that. Not fair reflection. Do you know why? Because he weren't talking like that at the Madison Open Invitational Golf Tournament when they was interviewing him on TalkSport. He was talking about the Euros and this and that. He weren't reflecting on his poor season. Was he, Dapo?
Or he wasn't talking like that when people were trying to put him in conversations with.
Oh, the God. Crazy.
Listen, before we wrap this one up though.
Who would you make your captain if you was Enzo Maresca?
No, I'd keep it as James.
Vice captain.
Not Enzo. You know what? Let's talk about that one.
We don't have to.
Okay, cool. I don't really want to. I wouldn't make Enzo Fernandez the vice captain. I don't know what he's done to. Yeah, I don't know.
I find that I'm gonna just drop this in real early.
Do you know what?
Him and the two Enzos are Enzo'd out.
Yeah,
them man are on the same vibe.
Yeah, I wouldn't even that Enzo Fernandez vice captaincy. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Sterling.
That's crazy. I totally forgot about Sterling. Yeah, easy.
How could Sterling? What the hell?
Been there, done it.
Sterling.
Yeah. It's mad. It's mad. But then again, I think he's also looking at who he's probably thinking is gonna play throughout the season.
Oh, Enzo must play.
Enzo's gonna play. Enzo is that guy that no matter what, managers come in and their reputation precedes them. So people are gonna come in and be like, no, Enzo, World Cup winner, 100 million. They don't, whether or not they've seen him play or not, his reputation is what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's just gonna come in, and a manager that ain't got no backbone, a manager that ain't really looked at it properly, just gonna assume he's one of the untouchables. That is who Enzo is. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Chelsea are gonna get their just deserves.
They are, because
When you
apart from Neto, if you look at who they're signing, fam,
bro, when you approach football like this, all right, cool. Let's put that to the side. Put the Enzo stuff
Shall I
aside.
tell you who I forgot that they bought? Sorry to cut you. Shall I tell you?
Lavia.
No.
Who?
Dewsbury Hall.
Oh my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
In a pre-season friendly, and I was just like, oh, right, I totally forgot that.
He's supposed to be at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Not Chelsea. He's not a Chelsea player. He's a Tottenham player.
I don't think he's going to get much game time.
Bro, this is not fair, bro. Dewsbury, look at me, son.
Can't speak to him.
You should be at the lane where we appreciate your wave, my boy. I've been watching you from 2 seasons ago. Wavy Don. I've been talking to man about Dewsbury Hall from when he was carrying Maddison. I remember Kiernan. Yeah, look me in the eye, mate. I know you was carrying Maddison. I watched it with my own 2 eyes, bro. They don't know. Yeah, you might have messed up going to Chelsea, but I hope it works out for you with the other Enzo.
So yeah, but you was gonna say something about Chelsea.
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you as a person that understands the footballing landscape, because sometimes when I speak to Chelsea fans, they seem to be understanding of banishing their players to train with the 21s. And when I say their players, I don't mean Lukaku.
No, that is disrespectful.
So break it down to me, because how do you see?
No, I don't see. There's nothing in that makes any sense to me. I think, you know, when you banish players, it's players who are maybe have been unruly, maybe have been disrespectful, whatever.
Because Trevor Chalobah 9 times out of 10 is playing, practicing, or praying with God. That's all he does. He doesn't. There's no other stuff. There's God, football, and practicing football. That's it.
Yeah. See, and this is the thing. Even if you're not like planning on playing him, to banish him,
it almost leads you to. And when you banish a player, I don't know everything about football, so this is where you let me know. Doesn't that sometimes travel with a player? Like, as in, you're almost giving the impression that he could in some way be disruptive, not good for the group, which to my understanding is the exact opposite of Trevor Chalobah. That to me sounds crazy. Like, am I right in saying that there's clubs out there that will have a look at a player and say, oh, nah, not for me.
Yeah.
There's gaffers that will say that, right? Oh, he's bad egg, and like what? Because if somebody was a bad egg and you wanted to move them on, that's what you do, innit? So I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you can
not on the top
job, but also no, I don't think there's an excuse for it. I do feel though, however, that also, have you seen how big their squad is, bro?
45 players.
Do you know how stupid that is?
My brethren was bantering me. Yeah, we've got a player. Yeah, Bergval, new guy, and he was bantering me because that's what we do when we man call it the Google section. When there's a player coming, you don't really got this Google section, and what man banter and get their name wrong, innit? Yeah. So he was calling him Bergstrom or Bergstorm or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I stumbled across a post online somewhere, and it had all of Chelsea's players, and they got a goalie on their books called Bergstrom or something like that. But the thing that was funny to me was there's a Chelsea fan that has so many players. He doesn't even know. He don't even know that he's got a player with that name. Yeah. That's borderline crazy.
Yeah, like I think that's a lot of Chelsea guys.
45 senior players. And you know what's interesting as well? So Chelsea signing these young, and they're all, and really if you read up on all of them, for the most part they seem high ceiling.
Do you know what? I've got something. Go on.
Well, here's the thing. You've got a Cassidy? Not sure how you say his name. No.
Oh, the one that was at Leicester. Yeah.
Now you got to think to yourself, this geezer was at Leicester and Chelsea fans were under the impression that he's maybe doing something there.
He was right.
Yeah, cool. He got sent back.
No.
And he stopped playing, bro.
No, I think Chelsea asked for him back.
However it goes, he wasn't playing football, yeah? And guess what? Now Enzo's in the building. We're going to see how much talent he's really got. Because if Enzo, the geezer that was playing him at Leicester, if he don't really get me, then really it's making me start to wonder, like, how much of a, like, how joined up the thinking is. Because you naturally assume that the guy that was playing him at Leicester, now he's here in the book. You'd naturally assume if he is what is.
But also, I think playing him at Leicester when it's obviously lesser quality people. So, okay, I hear what you're saying. He has to get some sort of game time. Whether or not he's a starter like that.
Like that's a big for me. How it's like a little case study. Depending on how that goes, it's gonna let me know how joined up the thinking is.
But you mentioned, they've got all of these players who, when you look at them, they probably had some sort, high ceilings and good scout reports. But the thing is, for them players to reach that potential, they've got to be playing. They've got to be developed.
Yes.
This is what I was trying to say, that it's like we pay the same price for man that are actually doing it
as potential.
But potential, you still got to
deliver something.
So now you're getting a load of players whose potential is going to be stagnated and just stopped just because they're not playing. Like Cassidy, I can't see him playing.
I don't think he's going to play, which to me just makes me think. Then what is this? How does it work? I don't know. I ain't seen this one before.
Neto. Let's speak.
It's like, and this is why I don't like them, because they've got issues that I'm not with. Yeah, bro. Last season, they wanted to sign. I can't remember who. They couldn't get him, so they signed Cole Palmer. They wasn't interested in Palmer. They couldn't get. I can't remember who. Maybe can't remember someone.
It might have been him actually, Rafinha. Yeah.
They was trying to get somebody else, and they've ended up getting Cole Palmer. Yeah, that's my guy. If you know me, I've been trying to tell man about Cole Palmer for ages. Another guy of mine is Pedro Neto. I've been trying to tell man.
I wanted Neto at Arsenal because I feel like we need another winger to.
And if he gets injured at Arsenal, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
If he gets injured at Tottenham, it's fine. At Chelsea, he's not needed in the first place.
Yeah.
Even if you look at it from a squad building perspective, and you say, obviously flip it because you're watching it, but so you say Cole Palmer plays on the right, whoever you want plays on the left, Sterling, Mudryk, whoever, striker Jackson or insert whoever they purchase, and Cuckoo in the 10. So what happens now? Okay, my man saying he sees Palmer as a number 10. Okay, so Palmer goes in the 10. I'm guessing Neto goes on the right. Who's the striker? Are we going to play in Cuckoo striker?
I think he might do that. I feel like
this is the Premier League, my boy.
With Chelsea buying Neto, number one, it's a good signing. If Neto goes there and he's their first choice, which, to be honest, I think he should be. I think it should be him and Sterling, to be honest. If he goes and it's the first choice, I believe that, okay, it's a good sign. If you're going to go and just do the whole mix and match, because it don't look like they're trying to get rid of anyone right now.
They better not be dealing with my boy Pedro Neto like Noni Madueke, you know.
That's another one. I forgot about Noni. Yeah, Noni.
He should be playing somewhere, though.
Who, Noni?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm going to say this about Noni. Yeah. I'm not having him.
Full stop, or for Chelsea?
I'm not having him right now. And I'll tell you why, because he is a prime example to me of a player that has got tons of ability. But the levels at which I feel like he's having himself and what other people are having himself, I just don't think he's there. I think if he goes to another team that can properly develop him, I think he can go on to be top. But right now, Chelsea, from what I've seen, they're not the team that players are developing. essentially just go out, play how you want.
Oh yeah. No, Chelsea's not the.
get what I'm saying?
Oh my days! You know what's mad? Now you're saying it.
Go on.
I'm actually preing it. Like they're buying projects,
Yeah,
but their project is not that.
Yeah.
Like
Do
they
you know what
don't
I'm
in terms of the like.
Okay, so let me check. I'm not having Noni for Chelsea. Let me say that.
Fair.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. I think, but he's.
Where do you see him?
I think he'd be good at like
Brentford.
I was just about to say.
I knew it.
I was just about to say Brentford.
It's good, but he's not Scandinavian, so
Mbomo, Noni, Tony, yeah, safe,
cooking.
safe, yeah. So but they've also got
Wissa.
No, I'm talking about Chelsea. Chukwuemeka.
I don't know, bro.
I like him. He's got potential.
I don't.
But
Bro, I need to see people. See, before I say that, I need to see people playing football.
No. He's actually got good potential, but he's not. They bought him from
He
Aston
looks sick,
Villa.
but where's the minutes though?
No, this is what I'm saying. They bought him from Aston Villa at a time when he needed another 2 seasons being that young boy at Aston Villa.
Yeah, he needs minutes, bro. Where's the minutes?
It's not about minutes. Like you need.
No, I'm saying he needs minutes on the pitch.
Yeah,
doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
Like, give us some minutes, my boy.
So, boy, right. What else? Is there anything that we need to discuss?
Bergvall.
Okay, let's do this one quick because it's a Tottenham player.
I got a new guy.
I was watching you guys against Bayern.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
first half it was horrible.
Huh?
First half it was.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really read too.
Pre-season.
I'm not gonna lie. If you got pumped 5-0, I wouldn't even care. I've been there. I've even taken part in pre-seasons where it's literally we've been flying. First game of the season.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
And I've had ones where pre-season weren't that great, and then
Start the season, hit the ground running.
Yeah. So I think when we actually look at what pre-season is for, it literally is just about getting your minutes and getting ready. Plus, even when the first game of the season comes, you're not going to be ready for another 3-4 games. Really, truly.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, I was watching it and then I was just like, okay, Tottenham, let me see. Try to see if there's anything different. And I'm seeing this number 15. And I'm like, who's this? But the fact that he's got number 15.
Big boy number, you know?
Yeah, and he's not got like a number 73 or something. I'm like, did they buy him? But I never knew who he was. And I've obviously come in and asked you, and you were impressed with him. But he looked good. He looked good. He looked like one of them. You know when you get them young boys that's just fearless, and they're not here to do status quo.
He doesn't understand.
Yeah. No, that's literally what it is. You know the players. Yeah, you know when you come into a football team, there's roles, there's levels.
He's not from here.
There's hierarchy. He's not on that. He's coming on the pitch and he's just like, oh no, this is what I do. So I'm going to do what I do. Oh, is that what you're? No. I'm doing this.
He's looking at James Maddison and baffed why he plays like that.
Okay, look. Can we talk about you and James Maddison, please?
Go on, yeah.
Like, what is it about Maddison that you just do not like?
It's not real. It's an illusion, bro. No, because you need to understand, bro. I've been here. This guy is not tricking me. You're not going to trick me with darts and golf. You can't zang me. I watch 90 minutes of football and I know you are bringing the same thing that Ndombele brought. But he's black and French. So the vibe is different. But if we remove vibes, some people got good vibes, some people got bad vibes. Some people's faces fit, other people's faces don't fit. If we remove all of that and look at football on the pitch, you know what I'm seeing? 2 midfielders with the capacity to do creative things, bit of ability. Some would say a lot of ability, some would say not so much, whatever you want to call it. Creative midfielders that can make you say, ooh. But then there's nothing there. There's no real end product, no consistency. You give the ball away loads. You don't win it back. And you're not one of us. See Bergvall. He just got here. He's one of us. Yeah? He's playing a team game, a team sport. He's slotted in.
Do you feel like James
Maddison's come here to stand out.
Do you feel like Maddison has...
Why has he got a box at my club?
No, but here it is. Do Do you reckon Maddison has come thinking he wanted more when he saw that in terms of he wanted a better club? No disrespect to Tottenham, but all disrespect. He wanted a better club when he saw that none of those clubs that he maybe wanted were coming after him. Then he ended up at Tottenham.
And that is very much why I'm not sure about Tony to Tottenham.
Because Tony, when he's talking about all these moves, he's never mentioning Tottenham.
Bro, see, for me, I learned over, I think it was when Ole started getting it going at United, it dawned on me about the fit. And same like with Conte, like the fit, I think that is a part of football that people miss bare. Like the right fit in terms of like, you know, where somebody might be at in their career or their life. It's a big thing. And I just realized we've bought somebody that's on the other way. Like he's, in terms of what he can bring to the table, he's going the other way now. But his profile is still, and this is the thing that kicks on his profile a bit. That's why he's here. This is his route to the England team. I don't think Maddison is one of them bad egg people's like, he's come here because he wants to rave in London. No, but this is, he's going to come here and, you know, get into the England team and because, you know, and who's really who's ahead of me? I got a 10 and get my box and got my wife and got golf. I'm doing interviews on Talk Sport. Now, this is his Sky Sport. This is his thing. None of this is helping me. I need some guy that I know you see this role that you've got in the team where you're allowed to go where you want and do what you like. I need a guy that has impact at least every other game, and that's not him. So when you got a maverick that ain't impacting a game, do you know what he's doing? He's mashing up other people's games. People need to understand Maddison and Basuma's form, they seem to go hand in hand. You know why? Because where Maddison is supposed to be, where it's hard, where it's difficult, where you got to do a bit, where you got to first of all have the propensity to want to be in there and ask for the ball and receive the ball in there, in that part of the pitch. It's difficult. And when it's not going his way, do you know what he does? He goes where it's easy. Right next to Yves Basuma. He goes and gets on Yves Basuma's toes and takes the DM with him. Whoever's he takes them with him. And everyone takes, and you know what everyone else does? 10 yards that way. 10 yards. Let's come. Because Maddison's getting go on, squeeze. And we're doing this. You see that stuff that Sam Allardyce hates? We're doing that there with James. And listen to this. This is a bit that no one realizes. He's weak as piss, as they say in football. So you see, like your Romero or your Van der Ven or your Adoji. Yeah, you see these people that are used to playing in that area of the pitch. Yeah, they could protect the ball physically. He can't, bro. All he's bringing to the table is football. So when that football don't work and he's being a maverick, you know what he's doing? Killing us. But it's a new season, isn't it? Clean slate, they say, yeah. So he's got a clean slate from me. He can show me.
He might start doing bits.
I hope what it is he has a look and says, "Rah, this little young boy is on my case. Let me show him." But what I do know, this YG here, oh my God, he doesn't understand. He don't get that. You see, like how people see Maddison, he don't see that.
I've seen him in pre-season. Again, I felt like he looked alright. And when I say looked alright, I don't care who you're playing against. It's just more about attitude, mentality, and how your application of things. That's what I've seen. And I've seen enough to be like, oh yeah, this guy, you know, he's okay, cool. Let me keep an eye on him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have a look.
Yeah, so
have a look.
I'm having a look at this season.
Who?
See this Oscar Bob guy, yeah?
Oh no, Oscar Bob.
You see Oscar Bob? I thought Oscar Bob was...
Wait, hold on, Martinez.
Yeah. Listen, you see Oscar Bob, yeah? I looked at him at first and I was just like, he's just another young boy that's going to come through and, you know...
No, but he done some stuff last season.
Playing in the system. No, this is what I'm thinking when I first saw him. And I was just like, okay. Then I saw him when he scored that goal against Newcastle, and I'm like, okay. But then the more I see him, the more I'm like, this guy's not fazed by anything.
He looks like in terms of
Bro, he's here.
Technical, from the technical perspective, he looks like he's got more than Alvarez, who's got a bit.
Bro, this guy's got the technical, the flair, but he's got that grit about him as well.
Oh no, he's got a point to prove.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, okay, because Martinez, they'll act like they didn't, but Martinez had a bad day dealing with him.
No. Listen to this. Don't do that no more.
Don't do what?
Don't do that again.
The left back.
Don't do it, bro. No, it's the Premier League.
No, that's what they're gonna do,
bro. I'm trying to tell you.
They're doing. They're lit. Euro, or now that he's gone, Maguire, Martinez, and was it Mazzarri, whatever his name is.
My boy, listen, the Ajax connection, please.
Listen,
bro, this is look. Eric Ten Hag, listen. You've been given. You found the elixir of life. Yeah, you found the Lazarus pit. You've been given a second chance at life, boy. Don't do it. Don't mash up your cause. Listen to this. Ruud van Nistelrooy is in the building and you think he's your brethren. He's not.
Yeah, he's coming. Listen, Ruud van Nistelrooy took a manager's job. He went from a manager's job to assistant manager.
He's not your friend.
A manager's job where he achieved and won.
Bro, listen to some of the talk around. I have to hold the microphone like this because this is crucial information.
Go on.
Yeah. You see some of the rhetoric around Ruud van Nistelrooy is very concerning if your name's Eric Ten Hag. Listen why. They're saying strange things like, now Ruud's in the building, the standards. What?
So the standards weren't there before, but now that he's there, the standards.
If I'm you, this ring, ding, 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 ding. You need to you see, like, bro. Listen, just listen to me, bro. Don't risk you've got a second crack at it. And this is the scariest thing I thought about watching that Community Shield game. It's the same. I get there weren't really new faces out there, but what I saw was the same. The difference is execution, but the idea looks pretty much the same. And I reckon, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I get it. Maybe if you get better parts to execute the plan better, but it just looks to me like you're stuck on the Eredivisie Ajax angle. Like, I look and I'm looking at it now. Euro's removed. There could be a day when I see Onana, the Ajax goalie, Martinez, the Ajax defender, De Ligt, the Ajax defender, Maguire, maybe Maguire, and then Mazraoui, the Ajax right back, and then you got Mount from Vitesse, and then you got Anthony from Ajax. Then there's I know Malacia is not going to play, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to break that up a little piece, because as of yet, in terms of league, it hasn't really.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying. It looks a bit like Xerxes, the Dutch striker. It looks a bit like looks like you're knocking on the same door, man.
Bringing all your boys.
And this is the look. Trust me, the Ruud van Nistelrooy one. Trust me,
I forgot they got Xerxes as well.
He's not, bro.
I forgot they got Xerxes.
Bro, they're doubling down on the Eredivisie Ajax angle.
You know what it is? It's giving. You ain't able to coach these players, so let's make the team what you're used to, and then hope for the best there.
And that just sounds like you're not the man for the job. But we don't know that. I don't know how they've been getting on pre-season because I haven't kept up. But I do know.
Yeah.
I do know that it's looking a bit sketchy.
But yeah, that's it from us this week, guys. You're probably seeing this on Monday or Tuesday. If you get it on a Monday, that I've done an absolute great job there. But yeah, that's it from us, man. We are out. Peace.